Hi, I'm John and welcome to Community of Care. What will we do here? What's the purpose? And why do I care? And exactly who am I? And if you're someone close to me, you're probably wondering, why am I pushing you so hard to watch this video? To start off, I've spent the last 3 years, which isn't a lot of time, in behavioral health. And in that time, I have seen a lot of struggle. I've seen families that just try to get by, who ask for help and the system doesn't give it to them. I've also recently graduated college. And college is supposed to be this place where people make lots of friends, and it's relatively common that you graduate college with a lifelong friend. But for the most part, once college is over, once your sororities are done, once the group work is done, you just have your small group of friends. And if you're religious, then you'll go to church, you'll go to the temple, to the synagogue. But if you're not religious, where do you have to go? And I've asked myself this for a while because, I seek that sense of community and that sense of, self-care that you can get from that. And at Circle of Care on this channel, I really want to find that sense of community with each other. I want to be able to bring up a topic that not many people, have talked about before, under self-care, under happiness, under community, and have a discussion. I want to be able to go live and have you guys ask me questions about things, and I give you my answers. And my answers aren't just coming from me making things up. They're coming from psychology. They're coming from research that's being done today and that's been done on things to help us live better lives. And just talk about how great it could be to be in a community. What you can do when you're making time for yourself and how that's not selfish and probably the most selfless thing you can do. I want to talk about how taking time to worry about your own happiness is better for your health than eating some celery or some vegetables throughout the day. And I want to find activities for us to do that we can talk about in the comment section, that we can talk about in groups, and just come together and see where these activities take us, whether that's making connections with other people outside of this video, or going and writing down in a journal, which is something some people still don't have much experience with, but we need to find that experience, because sometimes having our inner voice talk out loud on a piece of paper is bigger than just talking to a friend. I also want to find things in the world that bring us happiness. Most of the media is all about negative events because that gets them ratings and it makes sense. But I want to go out and I want to seek positive communities that are doing things to bring people together. For example, in Minneapolis, there is a church that is currently accepting donations, which I'll provide the link below, so that they can give back to their community. Yes, it's a religion, and I told you before, this could be a place for people that don't find themselves in a religion at all. But it's amazing that a church can still bring people together and have a donation page. And, if you're not there in Minneapolis, you can do something and give them money and they'll go buy the food for you, which is beautiful. In a time of strife, there is still beauty. The examples of community are found in sports, where people spend their whole lives as part of teams for football, for soccer, for volleyball, and cheer. And it's not always that personal accomplishment, that ability to get first place. That is why people do it in the first place. It's the sense of camaraderie. It's the sense that that person next to me knows that they need to do 100% and I need to do 100% so that we can meet our goal. When you look at people from the military, soldiers that have gone to war, there's been soldiers talked to most recently from the Gulf Wars, the camaraderie they find is that of love. Where some think, do I enjoy killing? When no, they don't enjoy killing. No person, unless you're a psychopath, enjoys taking another human's life, which is one of the most precious things on this planet. Life. What they find is that waking up day in, day out in those situations that aren't pleasant, they find that knowing the person next to them has their back no matter what in a life or death situation is a camaraderie like no other. My point is, we can find community here. We can find a place to talk, to chat, to meet each other, to find happiness, to find self-care, and learn some habits that maybe we didn't have before, and find some that might even be able to hold you accountable. And before I go, the self-work activity. Sorry about that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna reach out to somebody that's either a regular friend. I don't want you to pick your best friend because you already talk to your best friend all the time. And if you don't have a best friend, this is even more important. I need you to reach out to someone, whether that's a relative, acquaintance, or a work friend. I want you to do 3 things. 1, share something positive with them that happened this week. Number 2, ask them about their week. And number 3, ask them what they've done for self-care. I want you guys to spend this time reaching out to your friends and learning what other people are doing for self-care. Yeah, we're going to talk about self-care. Yeah, we're going to talk about happiness, all those other things that go along with it. But let's do some homework and see what our peers are doing. Word of mouth is one of the greatest things we have. So maybe your friend is doing something like meditating, and just because they're doing it, you might feel more comfortable doing it. Or maybe your friend's seeing a therapist, and you feel more comfortable seeing a therapist now because your friend's doing it. So thank you. Please leave a like, subscribe, and in the comments section, give me feedback. If this didn't hook you, tell me how I can hook you. If you know something cool that's happened in the world lately, something positive, something fun, something where community has been shown to take care of people, put it in the comments section and share it with everyone.